Yeah, that picture was my dad, which his name is Joshua Thomas Rhyanes. He was in the Navy. He joined in 1939. He didn't do a whole career. He spent maybe close to 4 years in the Navy. He was in the CBs, what they call, it's called the Construction Battalion. What the CBs do is they do all the bridges in the war. He was in Manila. He was in the Japanese War, War II, where they built bridges, airfields, and whatnot. In the picture, you see my father. Those are some of the friends that he was with. Again, back in those days, he was stationed on a frigate. I'm not too sure the name of the frigate, which is a boat. He went into New Guinea, and he was in the Philippines during the Japanese War. He served a good time. Also, he was not only just a welder, but he was also a cook in the Navy, as well as a welder for the CBs. So back then, by trade, whatever you were good in, they thought that you could do things that. He kind of got commissioned to being a cook as well on the boat for different sailors. Had a lot of friends, met many friends. I can recall some of the friends back in the day when they were living, used to come over and see my dad, and I met a lot of his Navy buddies. Really a bunch of salty old guys, man. My dad was very salty as well, meaning he was just a hardcore, cold-faced naval guy, and that's how they were back in those days. Like I said again, my dad was a great warrior back in those days. Life wasn't easy in the military. You know, there was some. You remember 1939? There was a lot of racial tensions also for black sailors, as it was for all military people back in those days. So yeah, he was not able to go into some places and drink. Yeah, there's a picture of him with some of the white guys, but a lot of those white guys would drink in different bars, and then my dad and a black guy would go into another place to drink. That's how it was. But overall, he made good friends, good battle buddies, and he lived a very long life. I can remember my dad. I will say this, my father told me, he says, if you ever join the military, do a career, and that's what I did. He said he wished he had done a career in the Navy, which I would have been a Navy brat. But under the circumstances, it was just too hard back in the 30s and 40s for career times, unless you were an officer. But most of the guys back then, they were short-lived military careers, and they were back home helping people on the farms and whatever and whatnot. So that's about it with my dad, LaCroix Thomas Rhyanes, Senior. To him, it was my dad, Joshua Thomas Rhyanes. And what a story. Aye, aye, mates.